Hello, this is a quick tutorial on how to get a mod project set up for the Cement mod loader. Okay, let's just get right into it. So, you want to download the .NET framework beginning. First of all, just click on this button, .NET SDK. Yeah, cool. Next thing, Visual Studio Code. You want to download this. Also, all these links are in the description below, so yeah. Then you want to make sure you have the Cement mod loader installed. Then you want to donate to us. Okay, cool. Now, after that, you want to open up uh, Visual Studio Code. It's not going to look like this. It's going to look like, okay, it's not going to look like this. I don't know how to close a project, but yeah, you're not going to have a project open. Uh, so yeah, you want to click on File once you get it open and click on Open Folder. I would recommend creating like a mods directory. So I'm just going to create a new one here for this tutorial's sake. Let's just call this mods, open it up, and then create a new folder in here. I'm just going to call this like tutorial mod, and then open this up, and then it should open it up. If this comes up, do you trust the authors of this file? Just say, yes, I trust the authors. Okay, cool. Ignore that. I'll get to that in a second. Visual Studio, a quick rundown. There are these different tabs over here. As you can see, you won't have all of these because some of these are added with other extensions that I have. The main one is the Explorer here, which allows you to like view all the files. It's almost like File Explorer when there's different folders and files in here. We don't want to create anything at the moment because the extension I made will automatically create all the project files that we need. But before we do that, there are a bunch of things that we need to do. First of all, go to extensions over here. It's these 4 blocks. Search for C#. You want to install the one by Microsoft. You might have to restart. It might say reload required. Okay, anyways. Next, you want to search for Cement. Click on this one. Make sure it's by .py. That's me. Then just rate it 5 stars because, oh frick. Anyways, yeah, just rate it 5 stars. Cool. Install this. You're gonna have to reload it. Cool. Then, once you've done that, we need to set a bunch of settings. First of all, go to accounts and make sure that you're signed into GitHub. If you don't have a GitHub account, obviously make a GitHub account because you're gonna need one for this. Next, go to manage, click on settings, and then in settings, search gang beasts. And then you're going to see 3 settings. We need to set at least 2 of these. The first one is our gang beasts directory. If you don't have gang beasts installed with Steam, this part is not going to apply to you. Just find your gang beasts directory, whatever. If it's for Steam, go to Steam, right click on gang beasts, say properties, local files, browse. And then just copy this thing at the top over here. This is your gang beasts directory path, and just paste it. I'm pretty sure you can also just right click and say copy. Anyways, next, your GitHub name. You want to go to your GitHub page, and then do you see this thing over here at the top, this link? Yeah, you want to copy that bit, your name bit. It does over here. This is your unique GitHub name. Copy and paste that into here. Next, your author name. This is just like what you want to be like credited as in your mods. You can always change this later. It doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Once you got all of those things set up, we're ready to make mods. What I like to do is take this panel over here. So this is a custom side view that the extension adds, the Cement mod tools extension adds. I like to drag it down over here so I can look at my files and manage this. Anyways, you can do whatever you want. Now you need to enter a project name. I'm just gonna enter tutorial mod, and then make sure it doesn't have any spaces. If it does, it's gonna say couldn't create project because project name was invalid. So once you have a name, click create project and just wait. It's gonna do its thing, as you can see. Next, a thing is going to pop up that says pick workspace folder to initialize git repo in. Just select the option that it gives here. Don't choose a folder, just do that. Boom. And now this thing over here is gonna change. This is your source control. Luckily, this the cement extension handles that mostly for us, so that's cool. Uh, before I continue, I just need to delete. I'm just gonna delete all of these mods that I have in my mod directory. Okay, cool. If we check our C# file, we will see our cement mod. I'm just gonna delete this for now. I don't need this. So yeah, if you're getting errors for some weird reason and you don't know why, and you link your Gangbeast project file, then close this and open Visual Studio Code again, and it should go away. Just give it a couple of seconds to like reload everything, and then hopefully it goes away. If it doesn't, just join the Discord. A link will be in the website to join the Discord, and then uh yeah once you join the Discord, there will be a modern questions channel that you can check out, and you can ask a question on like how to fix it. So cool. uh First of all, let's go through the other buttons over here uh, that the Cement Modding Tools extension adds. The test build project is so that you can test your mod locally, so it'll only update the mod locally on your machine. Publish project will upload it to GitHub and update it on GitHub so that everybody's gets the newest mod, so that will sync it. And then add reference just adds a reference to your mod, so a DLL file. So all the DLLs that you're probably going to need are in the manage directory, which is in your Gangbeast folder, Gangbeast data, and then managed. And then over here, most of the DLLs you're going to need are here. If you set up your Gangbeast directory correctly, it should have automatically added these 5 DLLs to your project, which are like the base ones that you need to do anything. So yeah. Firstly, to get everything working correctly, just click the build project button once. Then it's gonna do its thing. Then this is gonna come up. This is just like a message for your GitHub commit. Then just click on this button, accept GitHub message, and yeah, it will then make a commit. Then once you've done that, click publish project again, and it's gonna do its thing. This is just the second in commit, just to make sure everything is working properly. Then you can finally start working on stuff. The first thing that you're probably gonna do is, let's say you're coding away and now you actually want to create the mod file and test it. What you want to do is right click and say add file to, or add file to cement file. This is going to create a cement file, which is basically a mod file. Oh, publish your project to a GitHub repo before trying. Oh, yeah, sorry. Before you do anything, publish this branch. Click on publish branch, and then make sure you select public repository. You can always change it later. This is so that other people can actually access the file, so that they can download it. Okay, cool. Now you want to click publish project again, just so that everything works nicely. Okay, cool. Message. Now, as you can see, it generated a .cmt file, which is cool. This is the mod file that we actually wanted. And as you can see, there's a bunch of different stuff. You can change all these, like the name. We can call this tutorial mod. Yay. A message. This is a tutorial. And then there will be links. These are all the links to the files that it must download. And then the latest version is just, it automatically sets this up for you. It's just the latest version of the mod, which is stored in this file, and then it's uploaded to GitHub, and that's what this link is. If you want to add a file to the cement file, just right click on it, like let's say this tutorial mod.cs file. We can say add file to cement file, and then it will add it. And if we decided that we don't want it, then we remove the file, and then it removes it. But now what it did was it added it to the GitHub repo too, so we can also remove it from the GitHub repo. So if we don't want it to be part of our mod, but we still want to make it part of the GitHub repo, then we can say add file to GitHub repo, and then yeah, it will add it to the repo. By default, all files are not added except for the tutorial mod.dll, the version, and the CMT file. Everything else is excluded. So yeah. Okay, I think that's about it. Oh, then we can click test build project, and it's gonna give us an error now. I know it. No mod cache folder found, run gang beast, then retry. Okay, what you need to make sure is check in your mods folder. Okay, there is a tutorial mod.cmt file here. If there isn't, then just click publish project again, and it will copy and paste this back into here. If you don't want to do that, you can just right click, reveal in file explorer, and then copy it and paste it manually. And then you want to run gang beast so that it loads in your mod and creates all the necessary files and crap. So okay, now we can just alt F4. We just need to get past the loading screen. Okay, cool. And now we can test build our project. So this is locally. No mod cache folder found, run gang beast, then retry. Why is there should be a mod cache folder. Oh, I know exactly why. Yeah, it's because the naming has like a bunch of weird symbols. Let's try that again, and now it should work. Okay, cool. So now it successfully built the test for the mod. So yeah, just make sure that your name is not weird like mine, so that it doesn't cause any weird bugs. Oh wait, I think, yeah, okay, I think I know why. It's because I didn't click publish after changing it, and then it didn't update in my mods folder. So yeah, just yeah. Okay. Always make sure that you. Okay, so if I commit this just quickly, yeah, just always make sure you sync your changes to GitHub. This will actually make it publish it to GitHub so that everybody gets your sync changes. That's about everything. There's one more thing I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show off the different features of the mod loader. So cement mod inherits from mono behavior, so we have access to all of mono behavior's things like the start method, the awake method, the update method, and we can just show all of those off. Update, for instance, we can make it so that all the beasts like turn purple maybe, so we can just I'm not really trying to teach you how to code here. This is just basic stuff. Don't they have a default purple? Okay, I guess we're just gonna turn them magenta. Why not? As you can see, there's an error here. It's saying that I need to add a reference to this. So Let's go to our manage folder again in Gangbeast data managed, and then this is the assembly it wanted, and now this error will go away. Okay, then yeah, so that's in this update. We're just going through all the beasts and we're just changing the color. There's going to be more in-depth tutorials done by Ethan on explaining how to all the stuff in the game and crap and how to do it. This is just a very basic tutorial on how to get a project set up. Okay, now some helpful stuff in the cement inherited from cement mod. So as you can see here, it has an inherited mod file and mod directory path field. The mod directory path is where all of your additional files are stored. So for instance, if you want to load in an asset bundle, you will load it in using the mod directory path. So that's the path to the main folder. Okay, cool. The next thing is this mod file field, which is sort of a class that represents the cement file, the .cmt file. So you can get different values. So for instance, get value, this is just will get the raw value, for instance, message. And then this will just get the value associated with message. Why is this useful? Because you can add custom fields or parameters to this. For instance, random parameter equal to yay, and then you can get that. You can also just use get string because it's more clear on what it's doing. What did I call this? Random parameter, and then this will return a string of whatever value is associated with this. You can also use get bool, get float, get int. Those are the default values. You can also, using extension methods, I won't go in how to do that, to represent your own custom data structures, whatever. I don't care. That's just the basics on that. Another thing, cement.log. This is how you log stuff. Hello world. This will get put in your log file. If you don't know where your log file is, it's in app data %. Then you go back into local low, and then bono of gangbeast, and then your player.log file. Boom, log file. Cool. And that will appear in here. The last thing is the cement mod singleton. You can get any class that inherits from cement mod. So for like, let's say I import or I have a required mod, then I can use .get to get it, and then I can obviously just call its values. You just need to cast it to the type. So boom, and then I can access the mod file with the mod directory from it. Boom. Cool. One last thing is, let's say my mod uses the let's actually get an easier example, the pooling module, for instance. Do not put in the links over here. Do not add the pooling module DLL directly. What you want to do is go to the CMT file, click raw, so you can just get the raw text. Copy this link and add this link to the link. So put a comma and paste that in. So in this way, the mod loader will download the CMT file and automatically manage it for you and download the latest version. So yeah, just don't add the DLL because it's just gonna create a mess. So yeah, just do this. This also makes it so that if multiple mods need the same module, they will share this instead of trying to load it again multiple times, it can also cause errors. So yeah. Um, Another thing is, do not rename your DLLs because it will cause errors and the errors will be hard to trace. So I'm just saying, do not rename DLLs once they've been created. So yeah, cool. That's about it. Hopefully this helped you set up a mod project. If you want, uh, if you're struggling with something and want some guidance, then just join the Discord. The link will be available on the website. Join the Discord. There's a modern questions channel where you can just ask for help, and I will probably help you. So yeah, or somebody else. Okay, anyways, that's all I wanted to share in this tutorial. Hopefully this was helpful. Okay, anyways, bye.